What it do, y'all? Man, 2025, like I said, this shit been crazy, bro. Already. Plot twist, bro. The folks who unalive Sayso P found dead in Houston, bro. Let's see what the fuck happened.
And officials say Jaden Dandridge, and they named him as a suspect in the murder of Memphis rapper Sayso P and the attempted murder of Houston rapper Sauce Walka.
She said Walker's so fucking ugly, bro. Sauce Walka.
Alright, so today we're talking about the worst hit probably to ever take place inside of hip-hop, or at least the worst executed hit to ever take place. And of course, I'm talking about the Sayso P and Sauce Walka situation. Alright, so it's
who hit was worse though? Like his shit, Straight Drop. Cause Straight Drop killed my boy. And I ain't see the details type shit, but I don't think Straight Drop got paid and the internet found that boy in 2 seconds.
Been a few days since we talked about it. Since the last time we talked about it, authorities did identify a suspect. His name is Jaden Dandridge. Right at the beginning of this video, we watched a clip. It was him hopping out of the car that was used in this hit with no mask on, standing, I don't know, man, about 10 feet away from a camera, bareface, like a complete idiot. All right, I don't know if it was this guy's motive to
gang, like I don't slide, like I ain't out sliding, bro. I go to work. But if we is sliding, why we stopping and getting out barefaced like it ain't like 2025, like it ain't cameras everywhere? That's crazy to me.
Do this and get caught, but this was a great way to make that happen, right? Because after police obtained this footage, it did not take them long to obtain his name, issue a warrant for his arrest, and pretty much have this guy out there on the run. Now this is where the story gets good, or really it gets crazy, because while he was on the run, he could have literally stood in front of a globe, spun it, threw a dart at it, and went to wherever the dart landed, and he would have been in a better position than he is in currently, because of the place he decided to go. Right, so where did this guy decide to run to out of all of the places on planet Earth? Well, he decided that Houston, Texas would be his best destination, which is exactly where Sauce Walka is from. Right, Sauce Walka was also shot in this incident in the thigh. Right, they didn't kill Sauce Walka, but apparently this dude thought it was a good idea to go to where Sauce Walka is from directly after trying to take his life and successfully taking the life of one of his artists. So he gets to Houston, he is on the run from the police, and what do you guys think happened to him when he got to Houston? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. He was actually killed himself, right? There are reports breaking right now today with headlines like this one that says Sauce Walka shooting suspect found dead.
Bro, most niggas who live by the gun die by the gun, bro. Them like facts, bro. No cap.
In Houston. I swear you can't make this stuff up. The article says one of the men suspected of shooting Houston rapper Sauce Walka and killing another one in downtown Memphis has been found dead in Houston, says the Memphis Police Department. It says according to the Memphis Police Department, 21-year-old Jaden Dandridge was wanted for the death of Latorian Hunt, that's Sayso P, and shooting 34-year-old rapper Sauce Walka, whose real name is Albert Mundane. Dandridge was found dead in Houston, Memphis PD reported on Monday. He was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, and 2 counts of employment of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony and auto theft. Kevin Brown, 22, was the second suspect identified in the shooting and is still on the run, right? Because they did announce that they do know who the second person was that was in the footage we watched earlier. That guy's name is Kevin Brown. He's also charged with pretty much the exact same crimes, right? And over here, we've got the post from the Memphis Police Department, and we can see it says investigation update. 21-year-old Jaden Dandridge, the suspect in the downtown homicide case, has been found deceased in Houston, Texas. This investigation is ongoing. If you have any information, please contact Crime Stoppers. And some of the comments on this post is crazy. Like this one that says he'll be dead next. This was definitely a setup. The mastermind behind it is doing his best to keep his name in the clear. This person said, talk about karma coming back fast. Ain't that the truth? Now, I tried to find the details of what happened to this guy, but as of right now, we're just now getting the reports that he's been found dead. I wasn't able to collect any details about what happened to him or how they found him. They just pretty much said that he was found deceased. So this has got people speculating, right? On the original post that the Memphis Police Department made, you had people saying things like, I told y'all his homies was going to kill him after his face was showed on TV, right? So speculating that somebody in his circle was responsible for it. You have people speculating, obviously, that maybe somebody from Sayso P's camp got some get back. And I mean, that could be the case. I could definitely see that happening, right? But you also had people pointing the finger over at Sauce Walka, saying that, you know, because this happened in Houston, this guy was found dead in Houston, obviously it's got some kind of connection to Sauce Walka. Honestly, truthfully, I don't know. This could have came from any direction. When you're involved in these type of things, these are the type of things that happens. There were no extra details released by the police, so nobody can say for certain right now what happened to Buddy. But when it comes to people pointing the finger at Sauce Walka, all I know is he did do an interview the other day, and in that interview he made it a point to say he wasn't gonna do no sliding for Sayso P. I mean, you can interpret that how you want to interpret it. Maybe it's him just trying to cover his trails. Maybe he really means it. He don't intend on sliding at all. It's up for interpretation, but here's what he said.
If I wanted to, I could have my 400-500 different men, good men down here from different cities and states, including mine, around here ready to do whatever by snapping my finger in retaliation to what happened to me and my little brother. But as much as it hurt my soul and it really break me down, I'm damn near getting emotional right now thinking about this shit that I can't retaliate because that's not righteous. Because my brother had his own dealings as a man that a gotta respect, and a motherfucker had the opportunity to make me 100% accountable for the same thing that they felt, whatever the situation is, because I still don't know what the situation is with my brother, but whatever it was, that could have held me the same level of accountable that they did him and took my life for no reason the same way, whatever that his was taken for. So at the end of the day, I got to be a man and be an honorable gangster and respect the fact that I put myself in a place where I wasn't supposed to be standing and sitting there, but as a gangster and as a brother, I'm going to stand next to my brother no matter whatever this got going on, or whatever his personal beefs or problems is. If we shook hands and became in the same alliance before that, then I got to adapt and adopt your problems to a certain extent too. So I put my name on your face, you represent my company, I represent you. Me trying to retaliate approval points for some Instagram comments and some posts, or did you slide for him, this and that. Like the been doing this since I was a teenager, bro, adolescent. You know what I'm saying? Handling this business for the business, standing on the business, laying on the business, leaning on the business. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point is when is this end? What is the trophy for this besides a bunch of niggas saying, ooh, you him, that
real talk.
He a demon.
Real talk.
He's stumping. He's stepping for real. He's stumping. Ain't now when they saying that you stepping or stumping finna help you pay for no lawyers, then I finna take care of you.
Sauce saying some real shit. Like real talk, bro. He's saying some real shit. I can't lie, he's saying some real shit, bro.
If they see your baby mama heartbroken and fucked up because you in dead or jail, they gonna be the nigga trying to fuck your baby mama and move in your house and sleep on your bed because he wanted to be you that bad, but he couldn't get this while you sitting there in his face.
Yeah, man, so Sauce Walka said he could have, 400 or 500 people sliding if he wanted to, but he also said he wasn't going to. It's a wild situation for sure. I'm sure more details are going to come out as time goes on about what happened to this guy. And as this story develops, y'all know I'm going to try to...
Shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all this shit.
All right, y'all. Let's see if we can find out some more, see if we can get some more details, see what's going on.
Sauce way, man.
Still holding though. Forever holding, putting it, gravity unit, G unit.
Sauce shit, man. He just so rugged, man. Got all the...
Oh, I know it's getting real now. My time, I know there's no kidding.
Yeah, so we're talking about a shooting in downtown Memphis. Police are on the scene right now, so there is very limited information. This is downtown, right outside the Hyatt Centric Hotel.
Yeah,
2326, I'm saying request at 170 Lieutenant George W. Lee at the Weston for 603 Charlie. Kristen Crosby for collection of photos and evidence regarding the shooting. From that black was transported critical. Christian non-critical to the med. No one in custody. The Bureau will be making the scene. Head to Weston, 170 Lieutenant George W. Lee, last force 1659, 2326.
Check 26. Did you say non-critical?
Check not critical.
When you come from the streets, when them boys looking at you, or you being scoped out, and especially by the feds, you can feel it before you even get arrested. Fam, something telling me that's what we got here today. Now, in the past couple of hours of me doing this video, recent reports from Memphis police has indicated that one of the shooters who let his identity be leaked to the public after taking the life of a Memphis rapper, as well as shooting the Houston rapper Sauce Walka, was killed in Houston. And just like me, many other people were speculating on what truly is going on. Why would someone who shot someone with such influence in Houston go back to Houston from Memphis? And just so we're clear, we're talking about a place that's 600 miles away, almost a 9-hour drive. Now, we won't be here to do the speculation. Of course, we're here to present the facts. But we do have common sense. And 2 plus 2 equals 4. There's only one or two things a man who's wanted for murder in broad daylight will be doing going back to another city that far. Especially knowing that's the same city where a well-known figure is from that you allegedly shot on the same day. And if 2 plus 2 equals 4, he was either there to collect or he was bought there. But that's kind of crazy. Because then you say, well, Sauce Walka stayed in Memphis for an extra 3 days. Not to mention, we'll later discuss that his artist, the man who unfortunately lost his life, mom, has come out and said all this was for life insurance. And then you say, oh no, 2 plus 2 do equal 4. Sauce Walka comes out in an interview in Memphis and said he won't seek retaliation, which makes you think this wasn't it. And then you say, for the Memphis police to come out and say this before Houston police makes you wonder, in order for them to come out and not compromise their investigation, is the feds about to pick this up? So then I had to do my own research, fam. Because I know you guys are probably wondering too. Is this suspect from Memphis or Houston? Well, I got the answer. And I got a response from his sister, who had recently went to social media to vent after the passing of her little brother. So before we go over this one, and go over the new details, I want you guys to remember, I'm giving you the angles. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. As mentioned, according to Memphis police, one of the suspects in the downtown shooting in Memphis that injured a Houston rapper who was identified as Sauce Walka and killed the Memphis man who was identified as Sayso P has been found dead in Houston. That young man was later identified as Jaden Danridge, 21 years old. He was wanted in a March 22, 2025 shooting outside the West End Hotel on George W. Lee Avenue. The warrant is no longer active, according to Memphis police. Some say him being identified put the others at risk. 2 days after the initial shooting, on March 24, 2025, the Memphis Police Department had put out surveillance footage of him being unmasked while switching sides from a Dodge Charger.
I'm like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand that shit. I swear to God. Like, what are you doing? Man, really get out the car, no mask.
So while he was on the run, Sauce Walka stayed in Memphis for a couple of days. And he went to Instagram to talk about the things he did to honor Sayso P legacy. He wrote, everything in Memphis Sayso P wanted me to do with him, I stayed 3 days after we lost you to complete your wishes. You gotta eat at Smackers joint, laugh out loud. You gotta do an interview with Wicked Films, P. We gotta do the boxed in joint. That's Memphis history. Sauce, you gotta go shop at the Superior Shop and get some drip and go viral in T-Shop. Sauce, you gotta hit the Connect Music Building in Memphis. Everything you had planned for me, I stayed and completed the mission no matter what the risk. I had to complete the mission for you, Splat. Sayso P, love you, bleed. Now, Sauce ended up doing the hour-plus interview with Wicked Films inside the Superior Shop. Fam, it was a great interview. You gotta check it out. I want to point out 3 minutes of him speaking on why he chose not to retaliate when it come to Sayso P being gunned down. His artist in Memphis even having him shot in the process. Check it out.
Like, I ain't even on no tough shit. I ain't.
No, it's just real.
We just heard it.
And we just, you know, when T pulled up on you
This to me on FaceTime as she's dying, and my little brother on Chicago, best friends murdered from robberies gone wrong, and we put up to the murder scene, and we was there to the point of me seeing my brother get shot in his face. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like numb to this shit at this point.
No, based on what Sauce Walka said right there, you gotta respect it. But I wanna point out something as I was doing my own homework, fam. 6 days before Sayso P lost his life, his mom went to Facebook and said this about life insurance. Just thinking, everyone reading this post need life insurance. However much you can afford on everyone in your family, large as possible. Permanent policies with cash value. It's an avenue to generational wealth, access to tax-free savings and funds. And if so many of us had large policies, the wealth gap would start to close. Health insurance companies will lobby for healthier foods and better health care. And the unjust killings will surely slow down if it made millionaires of each family. Also, our churches should provide life insurance policies for all members from the tithes money. If helping to build your community to serve your flock is the goal, help them build wealth and health. Now that was odd, and I would assume she would have life insurance on her son. Just speaking on that and knowing he lost his life just a week later. Well, not even a week, 6 days. But then after he lost his life, it was speculation that it was over him running off on $200,000. Well, she debunked those claims by making this message on Facebook. This is the type of lies that keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything, never ran off with anything, didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take shit from anyone. Money wasn't a factor for Sayso P. He was too loyal to the wrong people. Was his biggest downfall. Haters who were envious killed my baby. But I won't let y'all steal his legacy. People see him with a stack and say anything. That was his norm. Now it's been 8 days as of today, March 30th, 2025, since Sayso P lost his life. But on the 7th day, just after a week, his mom went to Facebook and said she got a $10K reward for any information leading to an arrest for her son's murders. No questions asked. Not knowing that a day later, the guy who was identified as Jaden Danridge, 21 years old, would be found gunned down in Houston, with little to no information being released. And the police department who released the information come almost 600 miles away from the Memphis Police Department. But police identified a second suspect, who went by the name of Kevin Brown, 22 years old. As of now, he have a warrant for his arrest, charged with first-degree murder, attempt first-degree murder, employment of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and theft of property, $10,000 to $60,000, for the demise of 27-year-old Latorian Hunt, aka Sayso P. Now for those who wondering, is Jaden from Memphis or Houston? Been as if though the incident took place in Memphis, but he lost his life in Houston. It seems he's from Memphis, Tennessee, and that was later confirmed by posts that was made by his older sister. Earlier today, she wrote, "Rest in peace to my baby brother, Jaden Dandridge." She also wrote, "Don't judge a book by its cover, cause my brother wasn't what y'all saw. People is hungry, and some people make bad choices." She also wrote, "People don't see life how I see it. I'm too true for this world. All this temptation and shit, just gonna get people caught up." Shortly after, she posted a picture with the two, writing the following caption. "This is my mother, little brother right here. I love you, man. I don't get ghetto, but F it. F what an MFer may think. I know you. Your family know you. So anyone who got something to say, F them and they infant baby. Cause you was sweet. Just like your MF and big sister. Right here. You mean. It's love, baby. And God got you. Give kisses to your family that's gone, too." Now, fam, we done talked about 5 possible scenarios.
See, that's the shit I be talking about, bro. What the fuck is you talking about? He was sweet. This man just shot a nigga downtown. Then 5 minutes later was normal as hell, getting out the car, walking to the other side. How is he sweet? Man, y'all that be saying anything. That nigga ain't sweet. The fuck is you talking about?
And I'm anxious to know you guys' thoughts in the comments. And you gotta understand that more information will develop from this case. More arrests is to be sought. Not to mention, for a police department 600 miles away to give information before the police department in that state says a lot. And I'm sure they didn't jeopardize their investigation. Let me know how you guys feel about this one. I'm just here to give the updates.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna keep updating y'all. Damn. I'm gonna keep updating y'all, let y'all know what I know type shit. Let y'all know what's going on, man.